Yo, what's up, guys? It's me. Apparently, my name right now is I'm just gonna shit myself, and my name is Kareem, otherwise known as Michael, whatever. And today, I wanted to share a story of mine. Now, I'm playing Counter Strike right now with fucking no one can hear their voices because I turned the voice scale down, and I'm just like doing this whole new type of thing where I do CSGO videos as far as competitive and play matches, and I also do commentaries and talk about my life. And this is going to be the first episode where I'm talking about something that happened in my life because I'm 18 years old now, and I've already witnessed so many things and met so many shady people and just learned so many things and like just so much crazy shit. I wanted to talk about some of it. So today we're going to talk about something really fucking crazy that I never thought would have happened. Who runs first and stuff? I think he's talking about me. Whatever. So what happened was, how do I start this crazy story? All right. So this is when I was in high school, and when I was in ninth grade, when I was a freshman in high school, so I was about 14 years old. I met two people, two guys, and they were brothers, and they lived near me. And when you don't have a car and shit, all you do is pretty much play, basketball or whatever. And we were just all homies, and pretty much everyone was black except me because I don't really live in the best place. I'm not like saying, oh my god, my life's so hard, but I pretty much like where I live. I was like where I live as I live right now, not lived. I was the only white guy, and a lot of people like harassed me for that, but it was all cool, I guess. And we all played basketball the fucking time. So that's how we met, our mutual love for like fucking basketball. Because that's what you did, Because I mean, I gamed, but no one I knew gamed, so it was kind of like whatever. So then, oh motherfucker. So the older brother was kind of more reckless, and it was weird because the younger brother was like the older brother. He was taller, he was bigger, he was more mature, and we were best friends since the ninth grade, and then we moved up 10th grade, 11th grade. We sat together at lunch and everything. I think about 11th grade is when we stopped being like close. Like we knew each other and we said hi in the hallways. He was a really respectful guy, like really, had a lot of respect, and he always had my back, and he was always a very loyal guy. And every time I see him, he was so just like noble. He wouldn't like shake his hand, but he'd nod his head and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" He was a cool dude, and I still talk to his older brother too, but I don't talk to him that much. But it's really weird. But well, I'll get to that later in the story. So so 11th grade, he had his girlfriend, I had my girlfriend, and then we kind of split ways, because when you're with a girl, like seriously, you stop spending time with your friends, not intentionally, but you figure out who's your best friend to spend time with, because you only have time for like one friend and whatever. Damn. So 12th grade comes around, I don't see this dude at all. My senior year of high school, I don't see this motherfucker at all. He lives right there from my house. I never see him. He doesn't play ball anymore. He's just working to go to college. That's what he tries to do. He just tries to go to, tries his best to go to college and get a good degree and shit like that and study hard. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm doing garbage. I'm so jittery right now. So, like, late at night, and I drank, like, 3 cups of coffee. Anyways, it's not about the fun gameplay. It's about the story. So then I remember, I will never forget. So he comes to my table, and because at lunch, me and my girlfriend always sit at this table. Me and my girlfriend have been together for a year and like 6 months, so and we're still going. So, we just kind of sit alone and talk because sorry, I'm doing a live thing, so sometimes I get distracted. But yeah, so we just kind of chill and keep to ourselves because whatever reason. So he comes over because his girlfriend sits like in the table in front of us because we had like booths, and and his girlfriend sits in front of us, and him too. So he comes over to sit with me, and he's just talking to me, and he's just like, "Yo, what's going on?" I'm like, "None, man. I'm just chilling." And I noticed he kind of stank a little bit, like he kind of stank, kind of had a little odor on him, and like kind of like bo. And I was like, "Oh, well, whatever. Maybe he just did weightlifting because he was athletic." And pretty much at our school you couldn't do weightlifting unless you were on a team. Because I wanted to do weightlifting just to like lift weights while I was in school, because it's better than fucking doing some other learning shit. Because I love lifting weights. And and I paid no mind. He had his he pulled out his iPhone, was texting on his iPhone, and like like he had two phones actually. He had an iPhone 6 and an iPhone 5, or I can't remember, but I knew he had an iPhone 6 for sure. And I was like, damn, dude, when did you get the 6? And he was just like, oh, gotta pay for my job, whatever. And so I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So we were talking for a little bit. My girlfriend was kind of mad at me, so he's kind of like talking to me like, oh, don't do this with a girl, whatever. We were just having fun, just joking around. And then next day the next day, and everyone, no, yeah, it was next day, and it was like sixth period, because my sixth period was like a fucking no, yeah, no, it was my fourth period because I had early out, and my fourth period was econ. So, and everyone starts talking about him, they keep on saying his name and everything. I'm not gonna say his name, and I was like, that's my best, that's one of my good friends. What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about him for? So this girl that I know whose brother is like the best wrestler at our school, like state and everything. The coach is really personal with him. So I got the hookup, you know what I'm saying? So I finally understood what was going on. So, and what I heard just astonished me. I was just crazy. I was like, whoa, I can't believe this shit fucking happened. So I asked, I asked her, I was like, what's up? What's going on? What's going on with my boy? That's my homie. We've been, close forever, and, he's got my back and everything. So, apparently, get this. So, apparently he left his house. Like, he just, like, abandoned his house. Well, not really abandoned, you know what I mean? But he left and ran away. So I was like, okay, where'd he go? He probably went to his best friend, because he has this other friend that like he's lived with before in the past, not because of family issues, but they were just good friends, so they would just hang out. And I'm focusing right now. And it turns out he wasn't. So we were like, well, where's he staying? Because he has to be living somewhere, because he's not homeless, and he just got this tattoo. So if he just gets a tattoo, he has money to spend on tattoo. Tattoos aren't fucking cheap. And he's been living in the school. And he managed to go into our office and take a key from someone. And he said he was living at his friend's house, at another one of his friend's house, that I said previously, because he helped him get a job, but I guess he quit the job and he wasn't working there anymore. And I was like, okay, well, what the fuck? He has, he's getting money, and he's living in the school because he managed to go into one of the guidance counselor's office and take a key. And he's been living in the school for a whole year, so doing his work and everything's like going around school, and it's over, and has the key and everything, so he can go anywhere. So he has the master key, or because I think there's like several master keys, I could just open up everything. So he was doing that. And then, first of all, the reason they found out, because you're like, well, how'd they find him if he was for a year? The only reason they found him was because he took a guidance counselor's car, like a guidance counselor that works there, stole her car and brought it, and like was driving around with it and tried to change the plates or tried to do something to it so he could like have it, or I don't know. Or I know I think he took his girlfriend on a date. I think that's why he took the car. And so it's crazy, right? Because it was a basketball game, and a basketball game, and when there's a basketball game during school hours, like there's like cops around, so people don't try to like skip, because people always trying to skip now and shit. And it was crazy. The whole thing I was listening to, I was just like, I can't believe this happened, I just talked to this man, he looked fine, and he was in the school and stealing cars, and then, so I was like, well, there's another thing, how was he getting money? Well, he was going around the weight room, like in the lockers, and actually stealing, like, money and shit like that. So he was stealing a bunch of money or whatever, and chargers and phones, because those phones weren't his, because he didn't have no way to pay for those phones. He stole those phones from people, and he went in the lockers and was looking for chargers and stuff, because there was somebody who went into the locker room to go get like clothes or whatever, forgot his shoes or some shit, and he was in there opening up lockers and looking for stuff, and he asked him what was he doing, and he said, I was just looking for a charger for my phone. but he had a charger in his hand, so he's like, well, you got a charger in your hand, what are you looking, so that was kind of one of the first suspect things. And people and the coach that was talking to the wrestler about it, the best wrestler he was talking to about it, he was just saying all this stuff about how he's just like all the details about how he was living in the school. Like it was crazy. That's creepy. He was living in the school. He was taking showers. So he was taking showers in the thing. And he was just fucking stole the car, was stealing out of everyone's lockers, and he managed to live there for a year. Managed to do everything, brush his teeth, live his life, and steal phones and all that good stuff. So, and then that's when the only reason he got caught was because he took the car. And then I don't know when they caught him, but they arrested him. And I don't know what happened. This is where I don't understand. This is where I kind of like, what the fuck happened? Because, I just had like a burp thing. This is where I don't understand what happened. So the car, eventually police fucking get him. He's driving around in a stolen vehicle, and they arrest him. And I don't know how the law works or anything like that, but I think you can press charges, or I don't know, press charges on stealing your car, or you could be like, oh, he's just a kid. Oh fuck, I just fucking died. Or I don't know, because he was 18 at the time, so he was an adult. And well, this happened literally like 2 months ago, so this is not something that's really old news, because I just graduated high school. And but he got out. I don't know. I thought he would go to jail or prison or something, but he got out. And because I saw him. I saw, because I was walking to school. I think he dropped out of high school. I don't know, because I wouldn't show up either after doing all that stuff, and everyone found out about him. People making fun of him. And it's weird because people like were cool with him. He was cool with a lot of people, and a lot of people respected him. But as soon as people found out about that shit, they like kind of made fun of him and like laughed at him. I still never did. He was still someone, a friend that a friend of mine. And, he didn't tell anybody, which I guess I wouldn't. It was embarrassing. But I was wondering, why did he do this? Like, why did he fucking run away or whatever? Because his story was he got kicked out the house. That's what his story. But in reality, the truth was he left because he didn't want to abide by his parents' rules. So it was all his, it was all his thing. That's he left for him. He didn't leave because he was forced to. Because then I asked his brother about it, and then he said that he left the house because I was like, how are you and stuff? Oop, I just said his name. Oops. Ooh, I gotta fucking block that shit out now. But yeah. So I asked him how was his brother doing, and he said, "Oh, we're doing. I haven't seen him. I don't talk to him because they literally don't talk. They literally kind of hate each other." And I was like, "Damn." Well, that's when everything kind of unfolded, and a lot of people gave his older brother shit for that, like, "How you didn't know your brother was living in the school," and just being fucking a dick about it. And then he managed to get out of jail, like I said previously. And he fucking it was funny because my brother knows him, like my brother's friends with his dad. So when he went to my graduation, he saw him and asked, says something, and he was like already graduated, but he was supposed to graduate with us. So I don't know how he graduated, either that or he dropped out. But when I was walking to school one day, like one of the last days of school, I was walking, to school. And I saw him mowing the lawn, and I talked to him, and he didn't really seem embarrassed to talk to me, because normally if you live inside the school and you have a friend that you didn't tell, and they walk up to you, I could have been like, oh, so tell me what happened. I should have done. Well, I don't know if I should have done that or not. That seems kind of like an issue. But eventually he came home. I think his dad bailed him out or something and said, look, you're gonna come home, or I'll bail you out. You gotta come home, do whatever. And I guess he was okay with that after he stole a fucking car and got in trouble for that, because his ass was probably on the hook. And I don't know how he managed to do it, but apparently, because now it's crazy, because my girlfriend works with him, because my girlfriend got a completely new job. My girlfriend used to work at a fucking pizza place, because I got her a job there, and we would work together at a pizza place. I have plenty of stories. That's a story for another time. Oh, I have crazy stories about working at Little Caesars and like drugs and shit. And whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck is this kid doing? Um, I, I didn't. That's bullshit. This guy. Oh my god. Fuck you, man. And fucking A, man. But whatever. So, anyways, so my girlfriend got this completely new job, from the pizza place, because she lives like 5 minutes away from the pizza place, or 5 seconds away. And he, yeah. Look at this guy typing. Anyways, so this guy, right, has this thing on. I'm pretty sure, it would go on his permanent record if he fucking got like stole a car. I don't think that just goes unnoticed and no one's like, oh, I don't give a shit. So he managed though, and apparently he had no problem getting it off his record and living his life because my girlfriend got this like nice job, like it's an internship. It's not just a job; it's an internship, and she's going to work and she knows him too, because she's been with me forever, so obviously been friends, they obviously know each other mutually. So I I'm just like chilling at my house, and then my girlfriend sends me a text, and she's like, "Yo, he works here," and I was like, "Who works here?" I'm not gonna say his name, the guy that stole the fucking car and everything, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Don't you guys do background checks?" And then yeah, she was like, "Yeah, we do background checks and everything like that." And I'm like, "How the fuck you get the job there?" And so my girlfriend was talking to him, or he was like talking to her or whatever, like, cause he's like nice, like I mean, he's like he acts like it never happened or whatever. And he said that he was going to this college. I'm not gonna say the name of the college or whatever. I'm not gonna really name drop. And but the college is actually pretty good. Like you need like a 4.0 GPA to get in, and have 3 foreign languages. The works. You know what I'm saying? And he said he was gonna go to that college, and my girlfriend's like thinking to herself, it's kind of what the fuck. It's kind of bullshit. And I was like, well, I mean, he was pretty good at school. I guess he could. So I don't know if he's really honest about it or not. Whether he's going to Clemson, he might be lying to make himself feel better. But yeah, whatever it is. Dude stole a car. Dude fucking lived in the school for a year. Showered in the locker rooms, or the wherever the showers were in the gym, and managed to live. And I guess stole lunch money from book bags to get money to buy like deodorant and toothpaste. And got a tattoo. I don't know how the fuck he got the tattoo. It's a big ass tattoo on his back. And managed to keep a girlfriend and text. So if you ask me, that's pretty fucking smart. Like, dude fucking had his shit on lock. If he could do that. I don't really keep in contact with him now. I mean, I work a lot, and he works too, and he works the same place as my fucking girlfriend. It's crazy, and it's like a 40-minute drive. It's not a close place. So the fact that he can get there, and I don't think he even drives. But yeah, and and I know his girlfriend too, or his ex-girlfriend. She was pretty hot, but she was a fucking pathological liar. So I have while I'm talking about this story, I have so many other stories to talk about. Like we're getting fucking wrecked too, because I'm like not paying attention. I'm just playing the fucking game. I mean, I'm just like fucking talking, trying to talk about this insane story. And I got plenty others. And his girlfriend, like I said, well, yeah, sorry that I repeated myself from rambling, was a pathological liar. So she said some crazy shit. I've known her since freshman year too. So yeah, that pretty much ends the story today. Oh fuck, what the fuck? That pretty much ends this video with this story. But if you guys want to hear more, just hit that comment shit. Just hit that comment. Just hit that like button and type a comment about how good this story was, or how crazy it was, because I think it's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, it might not be crazy you listen to it, but you living in it and you think you know this guy and you talk to him like all the time. Like, I mean, eventually, we lost contact, but we still, we keep in touch. And I looked at this guy's like an honorable, responsible dude. And next thing I know, he steals a car and tries to, get the plates done to change it, and is stealing everything, is living in the school, and doing all that crazy shit. Cause I don't know, that's real. That's real, like balls. Like you gotta have real balls to run away from home and steal something, steal a fucking car, and live inside the school and make your own like living. Cause I don't think he had that job anymore. Cause he used to work at this little convenience store. Well, it was a convenience store. It's like a supermarket chain, but like I said, I don't name drop. I mean, I guess he worked at a Bilo. That if that means anything. I mean, I gotta bleep out his name because I said it earlier. So fucking a. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's the. Should I just continue this rambling? Nah, I won't do it. I'll just end the match right here. So, like I said, guys, comment, fucking like, and just tell me what you think about the story. Like, I got plenty more. I've had some crazy fucking moments. I made a lot of bad decisions there, and anything that I learned, that bad decisions make good stories. So, if you guys think this is entertaining, just fucking tell me about it, and maybe tell me about some of your stories of people, of your friends who lived in high school, lived in your schools and stole everything and stole cars, and we could relate. So, yeah.